Hello, my name is Minh Vuong. Today, me and my group will talk about the audit failures of J.P. Morgan. First of all, I'm gonna talk about J.P. Morgan's background. J.P. Morgan is an American multinational banking and financial services holding company whose headquarters is located in New York City. The firm was founded in the year of 1871. The firm takes home the crown of the largest assets and wealth manager in the world with assets under the management of 1.7 trillion. The organization specializes in providing global market insights and a range of investment capability that few other firms can match. The company emerged from the global financial crisis as one of the strongest banks, but the branch has been dinged over the past 2 years by the government inquiries into the bank's mortgage business. However, in the year of 2008, JP Morgan was found guilty of breaching accounting standards in managing its assets.
Hi, my name is Thi Nguyen. I would like to talk about accounting failures of JP Morgan Company in 2011. It is not surprisingly that JP Morgan had very poor accounting system, which did not allow them to take proper care of clients' assets. In other words, JP Morgan future and option desk held $23 billion of client money, largely belonging to hedge funds, which was not segregated from the bank-owned funds, although no client suffered any loss. According to JP Morgan, if the bank had run into financial difficulties in the 7-year period, clients such as pension funds and hedge funds would have been at risk of losing their money. JP Morgan was fined up to £33.3 million by the Financial Service Authority and City Watchdog for breaking its rules.
Thank you, T. I'm Alex. I'll be talking about the corporate governance failures. In line with the ASX corporate governance principles, JPM did not comply with principle number 3, which is promoting ethical and responsible decision making. The company did not maintain their integrity, taking into account their legal responsibilities and the reasonable expectations of their clients by failing to keep assets of clients in its futures and options business in segregated accounts, which was a rule of the company itself. In addition, JPM did not comply with principle 4, which is safeguarding integrity in financial reporting. The company should have a structure to independently verify and safeguard the integrity of their financial reporting, and this by establishing an independent audit committee. Next, JPM did not comply with Principle 5, which is to make timely and balanced disclosure about their assets, and also Principle 6, which is respecting the rights of their shareholders. Furthermore, JPM did not comply with Principle 7, which is to recognize and manage risk. A risk management and internal control system should be implemented to prevent major business risks like this from occurring. Thus, there was indeed corporate governance failure for JPM as indicated by breaches of the corporate governance principles 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
My name is Shi Chun Pong. I'm going to talk about the audit failure related to JP Morgan. PwC was the auditor for JP Morgan from 2002 to 2008. During that period, PwC failed to meet the professional standards that it was expected to meet and did not carry out its professional work with due skill, care, and diligence. Moreover, the firm failed to gather sufficient appropriate evidence to form opinions on the fund segregation issue. Therefore, PwC repeatedly certified that JP Morgan was handling clients' money correctly and the bank's system and controls were adequate, while the fact was not. Even though there was no evidence could prove PwC was lack of independence as JP Morgan's auditor, it is still reasonable to assume the independence might have been threatened because the management did not rotate the auditor for 6 years, which is a very long period of time, and PwC might wanted to secure a long-term important client and chose cover up the wrongdoings of JP Morgan.
Hello, my name is Kha Thien Quach. I'm going to talk about consequence of failures of PwC and JP Morgan. Both of them have heavy fines. The role in the client's asset scandal in October 2008. Firstly, the Financial Service Authority fined JP Morgan, one of the PwC clients, for compliance failure in keeping assets of client between 2002 and 2008. The fine was up to £33.3. Next, after the year-long investigation into the auditing firm, the UK accounting regulator Accountancy and Actuarial Discipline Board took action against PwC for failure to meet professional standards expected and failure to report the due skill, care and diligence. PwC has done with a record £1.4 fine for very serious misconduct over its audit of JP Morgan.
Thanks, Kat. To wrap this case up, there are a few failures that JPM encountered. As for the accounting failure, the customer's cash accounts and the firm's cash accounts should be separated. And to prevent any audit failure from happening in the future, JPM has to conduct auditor rotation regularly to maintain independence. As for the corporate governance failure, JPM should have maintained integrity, established an independent audit committee, disclosed their unconventional asset details, respected the rights of shareholders, and implement an effective internal control system. If all these recommendations are followed, JPM will not encounter a similar case like this in the future and will not have to face serious consequences like heavy fines. Thank you for listening.